Walk your electrifying double! What the hell? 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 What the hell? Walk like the devil! Wonderful! Stavo finendo plaga, stavo da questo, ti vengo a dire, oh my god! Walk like the devil! Wonderful! Stavo finendo plaga, stavo da questo, ti vengo a dire, oh my god! Walk like the devil! Wonderful! Stavo finendo plaga, stavo da questo, ti vengo a dire, oh my god! Walk like the devil! Wonderful! Stavo finendo plaga, stavo da questo, ti vengo a dire, oh my god! Walk like the devil! Wonderful! Stavo finendo plaga, stavo da questo, ti vengo a dire, oh my god! Walk like the devil! Wonderful! Stavo finendo plaga, stavo da questo, ti vengo a dire, oh my god! Walk like the devil! Wonderful! Stavo finendo plaga, stavo da questo, ti vengo a dire, oh my god! Walk like the devil! Wonderful! Stavo finendo plaga, stavo da questo, ti vengo a dire, oh my god! Walk like the devil! Wonderful! Stavo finendo plaga, stavo da questo, ti vengo a dire, oh my god! Walk like the devil! seaside control. We can hear you.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to the next match of the night. It's going to be Tunisia Search and Destroy. It's still me, Onaga here, and with me right now is the one and only, the very one and only Abu Dhabi. We'll be taking the casting from here at the middle up until the end. The one and only Abu Dhabi here in the studio tonight. Welcome, Abu Dhabi.
First of all, Onaga, first time streaming together. Pleasure meeting you, mate. We have to tell the guys we
Thank you so much.
broke Cal's kneecaps for bringing the stream down, so that's why he's not here now. We're going straight into it. Just catching up right now. This is NATO, who I last saw on Wednesday when they were facing up against Cast. And now they face up against Deathly Crows, who they just lost, no, won a hardpoint matchup against. Straight into hardpoint on Tunisia, SND on Tunisia we go. This is it. The Snipey Badlands on Tunisia. I think they are in the game already. They should be in the game already. So I think we might switch perspective right now. The players are in it. We have begun. Responsibility for carrying the bomb falls to NATO. Time. Poetic justice there, because literally they have 1 minute and 30 seconds to do so. They rush the B point. Who falls first? Oyegbade. First domino to fall, followed by Xavier. Falling apart. DC all too quickly as time puts down the bomb. Expectations, Onaga.
The bomb has been planted.
It's already looking quite dreamy for the DC side, because the Omen are down here. I think you only have Kurai right there to sort of keep the team standing, of course, get them where they need to be. It gets shut down as well. Of course, the expectation was before our eyes, before we even started. I think the NATO gaming side took that one home. 0-0 it is right now in terms of scoreline.
Yes. Right now, NATO having a 1 round advantage already. Responsibility still falling for time. Seems he's the objective king, holding that automaton, the CX-9. Nades fall out. Trophy systems surely ready for the side of DC. Who's waiting on the other side for DC to receive? Everybody is still waiting. First recipient takes down time. The bomb holder is down. Someone else has to take over the role. Hit and run from Oyegbade, successful as the trade comes in immediately. It's Sanji who will fall from DC. 4v4. And yeah.
4v4 it is at this point, and that's Kurai right there. It seems like it's moved on to a 1v4 at this point, and NATO seems to be clearing house. Kurai is still the last man standing, the ultimate survivalist for this team. Would he be able to do it again? It seems like his FOV is up onto Ryu right there. He's not able to get, that kill. They know where he is at this point, and Demo seems to be on the man. He goes ahead to get one kill. Would he be able to get another one? No, it gets shot down again. The ultimate survivalist gets shot down. 0-2 it is right now, and NATO Gaming seems to be cruising on.
Dear God, I love a good snipe. Kurai gave me hope for a second there. He gave me hope for a second. Oh, man. I don't know what I'd have done if you had pulled off that 1v2.
That would have been nice.
It's a nightmare scenario, hearing the words, the nightmare words. You're the last one, complete the mission. And now DC literally have a mountain to climb against NATO. Nonetheless, a tier 1 team. Hey, I don't envy them. The rush for the 8 points down. Kurai drops Rai first, but the trade comes through from Claps. It's complete pandemonium at the A point, as time still objective being met to put them on notice. The bomb going down right now, and 40 seconds DC are on notice as Sanji falls from time as well. Multitasking.
Anyways, time seems to be stealing time away from the DC side. Only Oyegbade is left to surmount what seems like a mountain before them at this point. one man standing, the ultimate survivalist didn't do that this time. It is Oyegbade that has that responsibility. There's a lot of pressure on the man. There has to be a lot of pressure on the man. It's a 1v3 situation. We're able to clutch it. It's not a sniper. So we pretty much have to hold those angles perfectly. It seems to be doing that at this point. Would that be enough to sort of get the team where they need to be? It's a 1v3, a 3v1 situation, tensions here and there. The NATO gaming side seemed to be respecting them, but there was not enough time for that. The man didn't have the luxury of time. The bomb went off right there, and it's 0-0 right now with NATO gaming still in a very, very comfortable lead.
Not a not a perfect place. What am I saying? Not even perfect. Not a good place for starters for DC. Completely falling apart at the seams. It seems NATO clearly for the first 3 rounds are the better team. The clock ran out on Oyegbade over there before he could do anything. As Kurai falls, first blooded by Claps. The trades come through immediately as Ryan time fall. The dominoes fade as Ryu tries to trade in as well. Who did he just drop? I could not tell. But it's a 3v3 nonetheless. Claps putting them on notice again. A site. 40 seconds to take action. Objective met. 1 more to go. On the side of DC, to clear the field and defuse that bomb. That is non-negotiable. Them waiting. Apathy. He's prone. Sneaky man. Apathy still trying to sneak his way into the point. Ninja vibes from this man. Can he get at least 1 kill? For all that effort, get 1! No! As Apathy and Xavier fall. Now again, poetically, it's Oyegbade. Last man.
Oyegbade. Always the last man standing. The last man standing for the previous round. The last man standing again. It just took damage right there. It will be wise to move away for a bit. Is able to do that. But the team on the other side are swarming on him right now. The respecting not enough time again. Is done the same thing that he did earlier. 0-4. It is on the scoreline, and the NATO gaming side just need 3 points to close this round. It seems like they're cruising really on to glory at this point.
I'm getting the feeling that Oyegbade isn't exactly the risk taker. At that point, especially with the clock running down, try anything.
I know.
Anything.
I'm gonna die anyways.
Yeah. Just try something. Just don't stand there. And time will drop Oyegbade. This time, the one thing that's certain, he won't be the last man standing.
Of course, it won't be the last man standing. They're being torn apart. Oyegbade just went down right there. It's still a 4v5 situation. Now it's the 3v5. Time is going in right there. It doesn't have enough time. Time doesn't have enough time, so it goes in there for the plant. It is a 2v3 at this point. Abu Dhabi, you can take it from there. It's a 2v3 right now.
It's a nice piece there from Sanji, who just dropped 2 for the price of 1. But that mentioned demo. As in, I'm trying to catch up to the results from the previous series there, which was Legion versus Aggressive Ops, and I'm seeing that S&D ended on a 7-0 clean sheet.
7-0.
And
it
now
seems like it's happening again.
Yeah, we're watching the same footage here, just different players. Just a replay. This is getting lazy, man. This is getting lazy. And and also, by the way, for chat, I do see your comments in chat. 419, thank you for the feedback. Please let me know if the mic is a bit clearer now. Just let me know. Drop a bit of a text there to let me know if the mic is not, blowing your earballs out. We get back into it. Oyegbade drops demo. Right. Takes down Oyegbade as the trade comes in 4v4 yet again. Come on, somebody snipe. Switching over to Rai. He's going to walk over with that SMG, the US. Oh, he has a Tundra. Nice piece of a Tundra. Ah! The Tundra from Rai does catch Kurai. Oh, I appreciate a good snipe, man. You will hear me scream once in a while. And that's the proper snipe.
When it hits, it can look really nice.
Very
satisfying.
The sniper can make a grown man squeal. This is Rai again on the Tundra, the A site. Time responsible for putting down the bomb as Rai is backing him up. Xavier and Apathy can do nothing but watch. Xavier has a Tundra of his own. He's looking for someone to peek, but Rai gets the shot on him instead. Counter snipe 101 as Apathy, the last domino to fall.
It's not over yet. Ready up.
Oh my
We
God.
should see an offset at this point at least. Deadly Crows, show how deadly you are. Go ahead and try to stall this win for a bit because it already looks like a massacre. Just go ahead and and stall that win. Stall it for a bit.
Munda, I see you in chat. Yes, I did moan for real as Kurai drops time. The trade comes through as Claps drops Xavier. Complete pandemonium at the A site. And it's now a 3v3 once more. Somehow it's a 3v3. I can't even tell you why or how. There's too much smoke in the point. Everyone got naded. Someone got killed off. And now Rai just dropped by Sanji. Apathy.
Apathy with an 80 plant right there.
Yep.
I think planting at this point is actually very important because it will sort of give them some sort of edge, a bit of an advantage right there. Sanji peeking, Apathy still there. It is still a 3v2 right now. Ryu back there with the Type 19.
I mean,
how much work will the Type 19 do?
The Type 19, nice automaton there. It's Type 19 and USS have been the pretty much mainly spawned guns this season. Also last season as well. Getting a bit lazy. And now it's Sanji with a 1v1 ring around of roses. Ryu, wham bam, thank you, ma'am. The bomb explodes and they ran out of time. Oh, one back. One back. So it definitely won't be a 7-0.
Finally. Are we going to be seeing an offset? Maybe that's the comeback that we've been expecting all league through the start of the league. Maybe we're going to be seeing a 6-6 at this point. Would that be able to happen? Are we going to see a 2-6 first? That's left to see. Rai right there goes in. Of course, we see.
Oh, God. Oyegbadi drops Rai as Sanji falls. Quick trades there to start off this round as Kurai drops time. You might be right. Is this the beginning of that reverse sweep? A full sail reverse. Will we see that in effect? The responsibility to put down the bomb has to begin with Apathy. Quickly doing so. Xavier backing him up as Kurai dropped by Claps. Xavier. Gonna wait for Ryu to come through. He's dropped as Apathy trades in with Claps. Now it's Oyegbade who does take down Ryu. 1v1. Will he win the gunfight? He takes it.
It does. 2-6 it is. Are we heading on to 3-6? This is going to be interesting if we can get a 6-6 at this point. But one step at a time. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. A journey to 7 points begins with 1 point at a time. 2-6 is right now, and seems like the DC team are finally waking up from their slumber.
Just for a moment, but they have to take it brick by brick and not be first blood in this round. Keep the momentum going. Can they? Dare they? Xavier falls, Sanji falls. This is not going according to the script. NATO did not read the script. Oyegbadi tries to trade in. One might just be too much, but that's it. That's all she wrote.
It's not over yet.
Commentators curse. We called it out and now it just fell apart.
2-7. 2-7. But anyways, it's nice to see that they were able to show a bit of muscle right there. It would have been really terrible if they were turning part nil 7, but then they were able to, sort of pull not a comeback, something that looked like a comeback, something that gave a bit of hope to the team. But at the end of it all, one team has to go through. Of course, it looked like it was going to be NATO all the while, and of course, it was them at the end of it all.
The result from Hardpoint on Standoff, a bread and butter map in the Call of Duty series, straight out of Black Ops. And that result showed 250 on 148. Easy pickings for NATO. Wasn't even close. Almost a gap of 100 there. Literally a gap of 102. Then we came into S&D, and now it was close to a clean sheet. But still, what we thought was going to be a full zero reverse, that momentum died off pretty quickly. 7-2 is how it ends.
Well, like I said yesterday, it seemed like this team or strong teams have a way of just trying to mess with the seemingly weaker team. At this point, I think they sort of just handed them those 2 points to be like, oh look, you're still in the game. Let's just keep it going a bit. It's going to be too fast if we run it through at this point. Let's just hand you 2 points. It seems like that was what happened back there.
A gift. You said this was a gift for NATO.
A gift from NATO.
Well, now that gift gives them the series. This control round will just be for pride, basically. The whole series is
Exactly.
already gone. Yeah, this is just to determine if this entire series goes off with a clean sheet. Now, we go over to control on Seaside. This choice of map, I'm not gonna lie, Onaga, I hate it. I hate this map. With
I don't think anybody likes control. I don't think the players themselves like control. But then somehow they get to choose control over and over. Sorry, Seaside over and over and over again for control. Um, I,
hold on. You said over and over. What was the map that was chosen by Legion and aggressive ops for control?
control. They chose raid. But
Yeah.
previously, I think 2 days ago, yesterday too, it was all seaside. But today it's been a difference from the first match where they went ahead and picked raid for control. But it's been seaside all the while.
Man, this map veto Seaside with you sit back, you don't wear specs, and you have the choice, and no one has a gun to your head, and you sat and
And you
said, "You
decide to
know
go
what? Yeah,
seaside.
you said let's go with
Let's just
Seaside."
go ahead and
Let's
let's just go ahead and suffer.
Ah, okay, okay. We shall sit and witness Call of Duty and rest. Remember, this is match day 3, week 3, day 2, rather. Week 3, day 2 of the African Champions League, the name live from the Kenyan capital, where it is 10:54 p.m. It's Eugene Abu Dhabi. Seated here with the great Onaga. Man, I love your setup. I'm digging the lights in the background. I'm envious. I'm going to
Uh,
steal something here.
Abu Dhabi, you can have everything you want. In fact, I can ship the whole setup back
So
all the way.
I'm digging that set. I'm certain most people in chat would kill for that, that setup in the background there. Let's get straight.
Good to be.
Yeah, someone said Bunda just. Yeah, well, Onaga, we see we've got money, man. We got the money.
Come on.
We know Manchester City oil money when we see it. There we go. There it is.
No way, no way. Kudos to ACL. ACL sent me. They're a good employer. So we have to give it up for ACL.
Hold up. They didn't give me a PC. Ship something. Hey,
No,
directly. I'm not. No,
I'm,
they
set,
didn't give me.
I'm setting them up.
Either way, as we head straight into control on Seaside. Oh, Seaside. But hey, I've seen this entire series. I've gotten to cast on one Seaside, thankfully, and thankfully I've been stuck on raid for most of this time. And now we get straight into it. I think the players should be in it. We're getting to control on Seaside before the match starts. Yes, there we go. The match is about to get underway. Uh, oh no, they're restarting the lobby. I think someone failed to join. Either way, let's banter a bit. We started off with Legion versus Aggressive Ops. Kyle and Onaga witnessed that. They bore witness to that complete and utter massacre by surprise.
Annihilation Wars.
I came here and I thought it was by then I had my money on Aggressive Ops. I had my money on Aggressive Ops, and I came sure.
Well, there was no way that was going to happen. That would have been actually that was actually a big dream. And I said that earlier here. If Aggressive was able to go ahead and just show that muscle, that was what the team was expecting. But then it didn't happen for them. But then you have to give it up to players who actually showed remarkable quality. You're talking about players like Zeus from the Aggressive upside. You love snipes.
I
You
love
should have seen the snipes from Zeus. They were excellent. They were excellent.
Oh man, I feel bad for missing that. Sorry, but hey, gotta work. Either way, I'm looking at the margins by which Aggressive Ops lost, and Jesus, those are huge. Those are
Oh,
huge.
they didn't stand a chance at all. Let's not sugarcoat it. Let's not sugarcoat it. They have potential, but probably not enough to get them where they need to be, especially at a league of this level.
Either way, now that we see something similar being replicated by NATO here, because the margin by which DC, definitely Crows, have lost on hardpoint is rather big, 250 on 148. SND is a 7-2. Uh, yeah, let's see if control will be any different. Well, let's see if there's some life coming out of DC in this one as we head straight into it. This is Seaside, the board is control. This is your African Champions League. Let's get straight into it. They've begun the game. Hopefully, we can just switch perspectives now as we start off. Remember, control a mixture of the baby between hardpoint and SMB. Shared lives apiece through the whole team of 30 lives and objectives to be, captured. The responsibility for capping the B point falls to DC. So far, quarter way taken. The life count disadvantage as Xavier takes 2 for the price of 1 early with a gunfight, but the trades will come through swiftly. B has been halfway taken and they're about to fully cap it. Can they hold without any resistance? Ryu comes in to spoil the party against Xavier, who's still holding solo dolo, and he does take B. Divide and conquer, but the A point has been completely cleaned out. Now they have an uphill task as the lives come through, the live trading come through, and it's 27 to 21. Pretty slow on the gunfight. The map is rather big, by the way. Yeah, it's playing hide and seek all over here. That's
they get in torn apart. It is 20-24. Men are falling left, right, and center. We're onto Ryu. Seems to be cutting them up. They don't have. It doesn't seem like they have that much time to sort of capture those flags at all. It doesn't seem like they have time to do that because they've been torn apart. 18-19 is not a very significant lead in terms of men, yeah, of course, they're down, but then it's still very important, sort of to get that lead and cut the resources of the other team.
And that lead that DC has been so badly protecting in life counts dwindling so fast because that life count is now having a deficit of just 1 life. And commentators curse, who would have thunk it? 14-14. We're even now. Even Steven. They level it as thanks to Sanji, who takes down Guy and claps in 1 foul swoop. He's playing overtime here, Sanji. They have him to thank for trying to extend their life count. But suddenly the roles have reversed thanks to NATO time. Time, thanks to him, it's now 11-9. It's going to boil down to the gunfight. Because on the clock, it's not working for DC. They have 8 lives left. 8 lives left. They haven't even set a toe, pinky toe, inside the 8 point, 17 seconds to take action. 3 lives now against 10. 2. This is not going well. Sanji, fresh off the respawn, apathy, no backup. It will be the clock that ultimately kills them on this first round as Sanji falls, and it is done and dusted.
Of course, it goes the way of NATO. They get the first one, and this is control. Just 3 points you need to pretty much round points to win the match, and you don't want to be sleeping at this point. It seems like DC already made the first sleep. Hopefully, they'll be able to sort of wake up at this point and get themselves where they need to be in the match.
We begin again. Roles reverse. NATO to cap the points. They send bodies straight at the A site. Claps will start off the gunfights. There are 3 NATO bodies in there. Xavier tries to counter that attack. He drops with a war machine, but that gravity vortex gun will just evaporate any efforts he's made. A halfway capped, on its way to be fully taken. Pretty standard with control. You see one side really being bombarded there. It's now the uphill battle of taking the second one.
The NATO gaming are clearly a more experienced side. Looking at how it's panned out so far, 27-24 it is, and time still, 6 kills so far for time, and the man is still edging on. Still standing strong for the team. They're looking out to capture that B flag right there. A bit of contest going on back and forth. That's Sanji right there, trying to go in there and sort of a break point. Seems like the man is also going to go down. It's been shot down right there. 23-17 it is right now, and the lead is getting further and farther away, and it's looking even more rosy for the NATO gaming side at this point.
You just observed Sanji trying to find his way into the hill, which is being firmly protected there as time is keeping at bay the wolves. Trying to protect Claps. And Time has a nice little combo. I didn't want to call this because it's always a commentator's curse when I call this. If anyone calls it, he had a nice combo. He had a nice combo approaching 10 there. I was really hoping, maybe I'm being a pessimist or a complete bastard because I was hoping for a nuke here.
Well,
I was looking for a nuke here. Now the B point halfway taken. They can't clean that up. They can only at best protect it. And it's going to boil down to the gunfights as the life count is 12-7. 12, of course, in favor. I say of course because so far complete dominance falling the way of NATO to still maintain the advantage here. In life count, it's 11 against 5. DC, uphill battle, literally against 5. They have no extra lives to spare as Kurai is sent to the spectator's desk along with Xavier and Apathy in one foul swoop. And the clock cleaned out, B fully captured. Second round.
it's getting too easy at this point. Getting too easy for the NATO gaming side. Of course, they're showing that they're the upper power in this rank up in this matchup right here. It's an uphill battle for the DC side, and they're not handling it really well. NATO needs just one round point to close it. They'll be able to go ahead and pull that for us.
My lord. Demo with 3 in 1. A 3-piece for Demo. NATO Demo just takes 3 all at once. Doesn't keep the streak going long though. He gets completely shredded in return. As the life count trades in very quickly, complete pandemonium as they attack to try and cap one side. They sent bodies on the A side. It did not work in their favor. It's going to boil down to the life count as Time with that nice Predator missile raining hell on the site. It's all boiling down at the A side. They're not going to let DC take even an inch. You will not pass. They're making this round a statement, man.
Of course, they have to close it and close it spectacularly, not just close it. And they're doing it really well. 23-14 it is right now in terms of life count, and they're edging on to the glory that was expected of them even tonight. And you have to give up for players like Time. Time has been taking time away from the DC team so far tonight. 22-9 is the scoreline in terms of life count right there, 27 right now, and they're clearing house pretty fast. NATO Gaming have it for the night. We can already call it Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, Onaga, call it, Doc. Time of death. It's 8:05 p.m. Nairobi, East African time. It's 9:05 p.m. West African time, because this is it, folks. Done and dusted. That's all she wrote. 3 lives against a whooping 16, 3 lives against 15. Maybe something spectacular in the works. I don't know. Sanji running around trying to hope with 2 lives left against 14. He has Xavier's backup, but will that be enough? SMG in tow. He is the last man standing against 14 lives. USS tries to fresh shred from the window, gets hurt a bit, HP down, faces Rai, doesn't even get the shot off. Confirmed.
That's it. Clean one. 3-0.
Nail in the coffin. That is
Au
done.
revoir.
Wow. Okay, so another
Au revoir. Nice and easy.
Another nicely wrapped whoa,
Neatly.
we categorize being shredded in a series in 2 ways. You were either cooked medium rare or just well done, and this is
Well done.
well done.
Marinated.
Yeah, marinated. They had time. NATO played with their food, and deathly crows. That bird is cooked. The crows are cooked. That bird is done. Ding ding.
And,
Pull out the oven.
There are no crows anymore. The NATO side came in really, really hungry. It seems like they got the satisfaction eating out those crows.
Oh man, just at least one series with a bit of resistance, please, because now it's going to boil down. Which is this last game? I know for a fact. What's this last game? Yeah, Eclipse and Up Against Hell. Oh yes, Eclipse versus Up Against Hell. Oh man, Eclipse versus Up Against Hell is where we go up next. And I'm looking a bit at their map choices, and oh my lord, I love all of them. I love all their map choices here. Eclipse versus Up Against Hell. I'm eager to just move on from what we just saw because nothing to write home about on a 3-0 thrashing. We can't say much. We can only describe how bad the beating was, but beyond that,
How bad it was.
yeah, we
Anyway,
can't.
because
Yeah, we
it
can't
has.
exactly go into details on mob justice. But I'm not willing to describe a murder scene.
I can't I can't help but imagine how the camp, how the deadly camp, deadly crows camp will be tonight. How will they feel? How will the fans feel? How will they? Oh, what's a general? What do you think the general psychology of their camp will be like tonight after something that is that was visibly humiliation? How do you think they're going to
I
handle
I,
it back?
I generally think if we could pull up maybe even the full table of where the rankings are so far, that's where their minds will be on tonight. Yeah, we go. Yeah. Oh, director's working overtime. Good job, man. Just round of applause. So this is where their minds will be on. Deathly Crows in seventh place right now in the standings. This is where their head is at. Okay, any team with a good head, any team with a proper leader will be able to pull the team together. Like, okay, we lost today, we lost by this margin. Let's just get that out of the way. Okay, let's not dwell there. Seventh place,
Mhm.
we have to get about. Have to get out of this dire situation because I assume this is a bad place. We're not even anywhere near the cutoff line to qualify for anything, even money wise.
Exactly. Get
Um,
out of the valley.
yeah, they'd be looking at their fixtures now. They'll be looking at their fixtures. They'll be looking at the live stream because they'll be looking at the live stream basically to see where their next fixture is and where especially Nunagons are going to be playing because that is they have to play this brick by brick. We're having Eclipse gaming coming up next against up against Hell. Eclipse are in 10th place. Up against Hell are in ninth. This is a must win for both. this is
Yeah, of course.
this is literally a must win for both.
One they're both gonna be fighting really hard, fighting to the teeth. Something has to give. But at the end of the day, one team has to go on, of course, and win it. And it will be sad to see the other team, sort of fall out a lot. But then someone has to win it. One team has to win it. And
Yeah,
sorry, no sorry to the team that loses out tonight.
yeah, don't feel sorry, man. Don't feel sorry. There's a quote we usually say in the book of Call of Duty, right? It's an East African gospel. The book of Chaos, chapter 3, verse 1 and 2, and it says, we come in peace, Onaga, to witness violence, not to participate in any form, my friend, but to feed off it, chat. We feed off the mayhem. We don't support the oppressor, and neither do we feel for those about to be oppressed in these lobbies. And we won't tolerate anyone in chat who dares seek peace on these grounds. We shall sit and witness Call of Duty unrest. The congregation says, Amen.
Amen.
Amen. So the battle, we're going to call it the relegation battle. The ninth and 10th place face off. And let's just switch over to the map choices there. We start off in hardpoint on standoff. Love that choice, though. Love that choice.
Yeah,
Standoff.
it's always a very beautiful one. Bread and butter map, as you call it.
Yes,
Bread and butter map.
exactly. Right now, bread and butter map because everyone knows. I don't think there's a single player on the planet, whether you play main COD on PC or COD mobile, who does not know how this map is built. Even on when the game starts you off on the tutorial, it will start you off on an easy map like this one. So even the noobs know exactly how
Find their way around.
the cracks within standoff, the
Yeah.
wall bangs within standoff. It's such an easy map. So to find it being chosen for comps, it's encouraging.
Anyways, and it's good that it's of course I'll go ahead and call it the bread and butter map. It's good that that's what they're choosing. So you can be sure that both teams have very comfortable. You have an idea of what's going to be going on in there. They have their strategy already locked. But then looking at the individual teams up against Hell, and of course, Eclipse up against Hell. They've been living true to their name since the league started. They've been up against L over and over and over again, and L have continued to trump them. Will they be able to trump Hell this time? Because it's not enough to be up against Hell. You have to be able to go ahead, improve that dominance against Hell. And the Hell tonight for them is Eclipse Gaming. Will they be able to go ahead, and show that resilience, show that power, show that dominance over and above the Eclipse Gaming team?
Honestly, I kind of feel this is going to be the most important fixture tonight because both these teams have too much at stake. UAH cannot afford to lose today. They lose today, they go beneath Eclipse. Eclipse have to beat, literally to just go anywhere above the table.
Get their head above water.
Yeah, they have to get the exactly breathing room. They do have to win. Both of these teams, they're literally above and beneath each other. They're just staring at each other. So this is a must win. As we begin, I can see the players are getting straight into the game right now. We're in the pre-match lobby, and we're getting straight into standoff expectations. Are you betting, man, Onaga? Are you betting, man?
Well, I will. The UAH side is actually a very, very resilient side. Very, very tough side. They play really hard. So yeah, considering that they're very familiar with Hell, I like the team that likes to struggle through. So I'm gonna stay with UAH.
Okay. You're a ballsier man than Cal. You're a ballsier. Cal, I know you're watching. That's how you make a bet. You just say who you're supporting, and we go. And we've just started. We're getting straight into the game right now. We are underway as up against Hell are the first to touch grass into the point. And right now the trade coming in a bit of a contest. It switches up to blue, and ECL Eclipse holding the hill. Can they maintain? The contest will come through as H2 from UAH will take the high ground in the mid house. Will try to spoil the party, but access denied. I7 will try and force his way still. Access denied. As now they take the lead. ECL Eclipse will take the lead in the series. And this particular game of hardpoint for the first time with 15 seconds left on P1. We rotate. Who's first? It's I7. He's waiting in the wings. But he doesn't do enough to stop them from getting into the second hill. Failure on rotations as the yellows not aware of the situation. Going to be frustrated on the respawns as Trey respawned right next to the hill and no cleaned out. The hill activates. Yellow against blue. Up against Hell versus Eclipse. And somehow UAH have taken the hill. H2, he's upstairs as Danielo gets some reprieve to find his way in. A clean sweep as the full team is cleaned out of the house. Onaga, not the dream start for Hell.
Well, the dream is still looking very lucid at this point because Eclipse Gaming seems to be, holding fort and holding it really strongly, pushing the lead even farther and farther away. It seems to be a struggle for the up against Hell team, and just like the name says, they're up against Hell again even tonight. But then you have to give it up for Trey. Trey was able to clear point right there. Is up there, getting those hardpoint kills. It seems he's going to go ahead. Of course, it gets another one. They have control. 58-36. The rotation is on for the next heal. Will it be UAH or would he be the Eclipse Gaming side? Seems like the Eclipse Gaming already have advantage at this next rotation, and of course they have the heal.
Right now is getting a bit greedy and trying to look through the rosters on each side and trying to see if anyone is on a combo here. Anyone who's literally completely slaying and trying to go for ambition of a nuke. And no, sadly to say we are even. I'm sad to say we are a bit even on the kills here as H2 trying to shred his way into the next hill, which is fully occupied by Eclipse Gaming members. H2 from UAH trying to find his way, ring around of roses. He has a purifier in hand. Brute force into the hill, allowing the team to find their way in. He sees Danielo, access denied and fully taken for the final 20 seconds. He will try and regain some scrap time for UAH. The hunter killer drone dropped inside there. It's assisted suicide as he drops Yuki, but gets dropped as well, giving the final 10 seconds for Eclipse. Rotations coming through early. There will be plenty of bodies as H2 respawns near the next hill as it's about to activate. There are plenty of blue bodies, Danielo and Co. fighting against H2. They're dropped. The next hill activates. Ring a round of roses. 90 on 58 is where we stand. The lead currently holding for Eclipse Gaming, but a thin lead by hardpoint standard.
A very thin lead it is, but we're not seeing UAH showing, that muscle that is required, to sort of turn the wind around, because the Eclipse side has sitting fairly on the 100 mark right now. It is 108 and 64 right there. UAH has control of the hill. We have 17 back there boxes holding that point really, really strongly. It gets cleared out. The point is clear right now. It's 110-71. A bit of contest back and forth. 71 gets shot down. And it is Eclipse Gaming again. Hate is showing a lot of hate right now. Hate is a strong word, but then it's showing the meaning of that word here tonight, knocking those players out. It gets shot down as well, and rotation is on. 126-71 is the scoreline right now.
Right now, I'm watching Danielo, and he was wrapping up a nice combo. He took a 3-piece for himself, and he was shredding on that hill that just deactivated P4. And now we're back to P1, right where we started. War Machine in hand. This is Danielo trying to clean house. Trey has come in and straight up cleaned. Still Danielo with a War Machine to clean out and give his team some breathing room. They will not get anywhere close. It is still Danielo on that War Machine shredding. Boom, boom, pow.
We lost the lead.
He manages to keep the Wolves at bay from the side of up against Hell, but eventually he's dropped by Trey. Yuki Plays will respond in his place to give him back. 158 versus 71 is where we are, as P1 still under contest. Briefly goes the way of the up against Hell for the final 50 seconds of this hill, as Daniela will still try to frustrate as we choose to rotate to P2.
P2, you have Hate already there, and I'm sure H will be spewing as much H as he can muster as back there. Upper P2 holding that angle really strongly, has a type 19. That's one very dangerous weapon. That's one weapon I always not want to stand against, but then it's been shut down, and it seems that the UAH team are sort of struggling to try to get this heal. They're closing into that 100 mark right there. That's Trey. He has control of that heal. He gets shut down as well. 161, 196 is the scoreline. A bit of contest back and forth. Still there, 17 back there with the type 19. It goes on for the spot trap. It gets shut down, and H2 is still back there, coming back from the spot front point. But Eclipse Gaming have control. UC Plays right there, holding that door, making sure nobody comes in there. Is the gate man for the night. Yuki Plays, it knocks you down, goes ahead, shot another one down. Of course, the USS 19 is working overtime. That's the on-tech killer drone right there. It doesn't get anybody anyways. It goes ahead with the vortex. Of course, is able to get the kill with the vortex. The man seems to be working overtime and working strongly, holding that hill, holding it really strongly, and pushing that leader where the Predator missile comes in. Is able to get a kill with the Predator missile as well. 197-96 is the score line, and the Eclipse Gaming side showing the Eclipse is on for the UAH side. Seems like darkness is covered. The darkness is covering on the UAH side right now, because Eclipse is showing living through their name. It seems like they have control of the next heal as well.
Look at that. That was a beautiful display from Yuki. He unleashed everything he had in his arsenal. He dropped down his operator's skill, which was that vortex gun. He came through. Oh my goodness. Yuki just cleaned the house, as well as Danielo coming through with the Pred missile there and the War Machine again to clean this P3 position. 217 on 104, a proper gap this one, as they're closing in on GG's Eclipse. Eclipse looking to end this hard point matchup rather quickly. They clearly have better things to do with their Saturday than this. They want to hit the club or something, because they just are in a hurry to get out of it. I mean, yeah, they're really in a hurry to just close this series out. They don't want to spend too much time here. We're already at 244. 5 seconds in the next hill, or rather 10, and we are done with hardpoint. Rotations on P4 will come through very quickly. It's all yellow. Surely Eclipse will find this to be a nuisance and try to break in brute force with who's this 7KXN. I'm having an issue reading his name there, from UAH. and now 40 seconds left on the hill. Can they hold to try and come back from this, from the brink? It's literally in their name, up against hell. They put themselves in this position. Maybe it was strategic. Maybe this is where to do turmoil. And now so far they're holding well. A bit of a contest, and now it's contestable. No longer a contest, actually. It's back the way of Eclipse, who will take it. It's GG's.
There you have it, W.
An
A
actual.
bit of a struggle there, up against hell as usual. And when will this team go ahead and trump hell and claim that victory against hell? Because every time it seems like hell wins. Every time up against hell is up against hell, but hell goes ahead and trump up against hell. 250,
Yeah.
135. That didn't seem like a contest at all.
No, not at all. For a moment, I had hope on P4. They had held well, almost a full 60. And if they continued to hold, they might have hit a nice 170 and there might have been hope of a comeback. But, a bit of a sub here. Finn Mary will join for the search and destroy segment of this game. I'm trying to read the name of the last UAH member, the one who's in the last position, 7KXN. 7KXN. Okay.
Yeah, 7KXN.
7KXN. So the Gladiators. Oh, and who's this with the streamer mode? Maybe take that off. But he's joining up for UAH. Oh, Newsy. Okay. Newsy, Trey, H2, Finn Mary, and 7KXN. Two subs, super subs. I'll call them super subs because they're clearly, when you make changes, they're for a reason. You've identified a crisis.
Definitely, yeah.
Because obviously, Madness is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. And clearly now the roles have reversed. SND on Tunisia, Finn Mary and Nuzi touted as the change makers. They have to get the responsibility of getting a result comes to them as the super subs.
No, you'd always expect that when that's been the pattern so far, where whichever team starts off with the ad point, however the ad point match starts off, that momentum sort of carries on through to the middle where you have SND and always up until the end. We've seen it for two different matches tonight. All right. The team that goes on to win ad point goes ahead, trickle down all the way to search and destroy and course control. Are we going to be seeing that tonight with Eclipse and UAH? Maybe that's going to happen, or maybe we're going to see sort of like a turnaround for the UAH side back here, Tunisia. Maybe all those changes can amount to some sort of reward in terms of going ahead, to claim that win tonight.
I'm not seeing any changes from the Eclipse roster. The Gladiators for Eclipse towing the line in this S&D matchup. Danielo, Hazy, Hate, Yuki Plays, and Coco 115 remain the same. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, yeah. So we're going straight into S&D on Tunisia. And this will be the only changes here come from the UAH side, who just took a heavy L. And I mean heavy, because it was 250 on 135, almost a 100 and what? Math is not my strong point. 115-point deficit. Not great. Not a great start. Maybe guys will get a bit ballsy with SND here. Tunisia tends to bring out the best of us.
Yeah, it brings out the best. You have to, and then when also the realization of imminent loss can also bring out some adrenaline and
Yes.
So maybe that can come to play tonight. Psychology and the bulk of it can also come to play to the advantage of the UH side. But already dropping can douse your morale. Already dropping the first map can sort of losing out the first map can sort of douse your morale. Hopefully they'll be able to put themselves together, especially with the new hands, the new fingers in the team.
So the prayer here for the audience in chat and for us, the casters, will be, dear Lord, let us see a round 11. Not a squashing a round 11. Please, something close as we get started. This is it. Responsibility for bearing down the bomb falls to Danielo, holding that Tundra. Tundra, the standard sniper here. Now, H2. First blood from Hate. What? That was fast. As Finn Mary, super sub, coming in to claim the trade. Hazy falls, and that was Daniello. 7KXN and Finn Mary fall to 8 and Daniello in quick succession. Eclipse claiming their bounty, now trade. That automaton from the USS-9 does not have any effect as he's dropped by 8. Nuzi, super sub with the top type 19, is up against Daniello and loses their gunfight to a pistol.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up.
Anyways, it's gone the way of Eclipse Gaming, and they're already showing what they're coming into this match with. They're not going to leave any stone unturned. They already begun. It's a journey to 7 rounds, journey to 7 round points, and they already claimed 1. They're 6 points closer to closing it. They'll be able to go ahead and see and give us another 0-7 here tonight. It's still 5 man up against 5 man. No one down yet. 8 was able to get an early kill earlier. He's not able to do that now. It seems like both teams are respecting each other at this time. But one man is down on the side. One man a piece down on both sides. It seems that I'm not able to get that name clearly. It seems to be a 3v3 situation right here. They're clearing it before you can even say it. Yuki just went down right there.
That, oh my goodness. Now down to Nuzi, who the dominoes have fallen so fast for up against Hell, and he will have no response.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up.
Okay, super subs shone for a moment with Finn Mary taking a nice kill there. But beyond that, a variety in snipes here from Finn Mary, who's holding a DLQ. OG choice there, brave. Now, Finn Mary doesn't get even a tag from someone who's running in the midsection. It's Hazy who falls first this time up against Hell, claimed by H2, claims that kill. The rush at the B point is the variety here. Coco falls to Nuzi. Nuzi traded in by Yuki Plays. H2 will make a run at the B point as well. Who's holding the bomb? It's Daniello with a Tundra, well protected. A 2v2. Yuki Plays. Now, commentators, because it's Yuki Plays 1v2. Daniello dropped by 7KXN. Yuki Plays makes it a 1v1. It'll be a straight up gunfight. An actual shootout, pistol in tow, 7KXN priority. He'll hold the Tundra as well. And he wins the gunfight.
Nice. Nice. 1-2. Now let's go. Let's go to that close in. That's what the UAH. I'm pretty sure that's what they'll be telling themselves right there. Let's close it in and sort of get the match leveled again. Get the match leveled again. 7KXN on right there. Man still with the sniper. But then they're being basically playing all that smoke there. Man can get his vision straight, still gets the sniper aim down, not able to do anything because it gets shot down right there. It is a 3v4 right now, but Eclipse Gaming seems to have a bit of advantage there.
Daniello still prone at the point, about to put UAH on notice, and he's about to do that. Bomb objective is down, 40 seconds to take action. Trey and H2 are left. And their nerves had better be steady because they don't have a choice. Ready or not, here we come. 4v2 plus the objective. The hill has never been steeper. Okay. Against Hate. But that will mean nothing. He's dropped in return by Daniello. Now it's back to H2. 1v2. Not impossible. It's been done before. Oh, he's tagged a bit. And does not win the gunfight. Daniello with a pistol. This man is showing off.
Ready up.
You have to get that quality. I hope we're not going to see what we saw earlier where, the stronger team pretty much just hands you 2 points and say, you just go home. And so you don't feel like too bad. But we're getting into the 5th round for the night. And it's H2 back there with the USS-9.
Oh. Kobe Nade from Coco 115. Finn Mary was the recipient. They meet up at the A point. Daniello traded in by 7KX, and the trades come in faster than I can call them, but it's now a 3v3. expectations, Onaga?
Well, it's still it's any man's win at this point. Any team's win. It's a 3v3. It's still very much balanced. I think both teams are respecting each other right now, and the Eclipse team are pretty much trying not to make any slips. It sounded like I mean, it felt like they were cruising on earlier, but you know, getting to concede the previous round, conceding that round would make them sort of try to play even more careful, even more strategic.
Woo! Careful is right. UAH drops Hazy. Eclipse lose a man in that 3v3 fight, and the trades come through straight up from Coco. Oh, that's a hell of a response. As H2 wins the gunfight against Coco this time. Took a toll on him. He might win the gunfight on Yuki Plays, and plenty of time for the defuse to try and bring this one back for Up Against Hell.
Nice work.
Back and
Ready for
forth,
the next round.
back and forth, back and forth,
We're still
back and
praying
forth,
for
back
round
and forth. It seems like the UAH sides are a lot more comfortable with the search and destroy mode. They seem to be a bit more comfortable going into the search and destroy match.
We use the word comfortable very loosely because they still have been a bit nervy. There are moments where they've been taken apart faster than they can boil a plate of noodles.
2 minutes.
Daniello with a snipe way to receive, and it's 7KXN who drops hate first. Daniello midsection. Daniello waiting for someone to speak through. Daniello, oh, nobody home to receive. He thinks otherwise on the other end. It's a 5v4. Hazy will just lie prone, waiting for nobody home to come through. It's at the B side. Yuki Plays, threatening and sniffing his way out at the A point, but somehow the callouts have the blue side of UAH headed to the B site. Hazy, who's solo dolo at the B site, will be literally up against hell, and he's not even a part of that team because the full might of UAH are at that side. Surely the calls. Oh, wait, what happened? H2 found himself at the A site alone and up against Daniello. Daniello. No! Daniello! Drops 7KXN. And now Nuzi left alone 1v2. And Nuzi won the gunfight. What was that? 1v2 and Nuzi clutched it. Now it's
Well,
Coco.
Up against L, finally waking up from that very long slumber right there.
One. He takes one with him. He still has to pick up the bomb. 8 seconds. Plant it. Plant it, man. Plant it. Ninja plant. Put it down. No, what's gonna happen? He has out of time. And UAH have leveled things.
Get ready for the next round.
Onaga,
It's a level playing field at this point, and I'm sure that the Eclipse side will pretty much understand that it's not going to be an easy walk in the park. I wonder why they didn't bring this much, power into when they started the game. But then Up Against Hell, that's their name. They pretty much like the struggle. They love the life of the struggle. I'm sure that's why they've sort of left them to take that very significant lead before trying to go ahead and level up.
Onaga, you called it perfectly. That clearly UAH have gotten comfortable with SMD. They've gotten a bit comfortable with SMD, and now they found their place. They found their place. But it's clearly not showing with this round. They've fallen faster than we can count. 3v2, 2v2 now, very quickly. The trades come through Coco. Now 1v2. It is Nuzi against a 1v2. He takes down Coco. He's up again. Oh, melee!
Nice work. Get ready for the next round.
Damn it.
I can see you holding your head. Oh my god. The melee there.
Destroy the
The
objective.
melee clutch from
Got the
Nuzi.
bomb.
What's going on? It seems like the whole thing just turned all of a sudden in favor of the UAH team. It seems like they're going to go ahead and claim S&D. Still a very long journey, but they're going brick by brick, as you call it, brick by brick. 7 points in total gone. This is the 8th round. It seems like a man already falling on the Eclipse side. It's 5v3 situation back here. Yuki plays seems to be the man that's been doing all the magic for the team earlier, but that magic. It doesn't seem like the man is wielding that wand here. Knight is able, it gets shut down. He's not able to do it. It's a 1v2 situation. 7K. We've seen 7K with the snipes earlier. Will he be able to go ahead and do those lovely snipes that Abu Dhabi likes? No, he doesn't do that. He gets shut down.
Ready up.
4-4.
Oh my goodness, we might actually see around 11. 4-4 is where we stand. I was quiet throughout that entire round because Onaga, I was watching the replay for that Nuzi clutch. And now we start again. Responsibility for bearing down the bomb, it's Nuzi. The H2 falls first. Finn Mary trades in with Yuki plays. This is Coco. Coco at the B side drops Finn Mary. Slides through. Nuzi receives. Why did he slide straight through? Trey receives a bit. His HP is down. But that man sneezes. He's dead. Danielo is right behind him. He doesn't know. Trey doesn't know. Danielo went the wrong way. Oh no, he didn't know that guy was there. And he caught him, Trey. Now a 1v2. The nightmare words said to Coco 115. You're the last one. Complete the mission. Trey now putting down the bomb. He's going to put Coco on notice. Meanwhile, 7KXN is in hot pursuit. I mean hot pursuit very slowly with that Tundra. Coco running straight at the bomb site, which is A. He has 30 seconds to defuse. And he still has to contend with those two players from Up Against Hell. Trey and 7KXN stalking. The Wolves are at bait, going to try and go for just that the bait and switch. But 7KXN has seen this script before.
Oh, well. I don't know what's going on, but it's clearly in our faces. UAH closing into the finish line, getting that getting closer to claiming that victory back here at Tunisia. Here tonight, they seem to understand this map very well, but then you have to give it up for a player like 7KXN. The match is not over yet, but he's been doing a lot of work, carrying. His back was really hurt, carrying. Really struggling with that sniper. He gets one again. That's the sniper. That's the snipe that Abu Dhabi likes a lot. I can see him whistling right there. It's going to go ahead and get another one. He does that. 7KXN. Who is this man? The man with the Tundra seems to be the magic wand that is brought into the field of play tonight. 7KXN doing it brick by brick, moving really fast, slowly, ironically. That's sort of like an oxymoron right there. Moving fast, slowly. 7KXN switches to the USS 9. It is a 3v1 right now, of course, and that's the end of the news in Epic. Like there's a 6-4 it is right now, and UAH says they are going to claim this round no matter what happens tonight, and they're doing that. They just need one round to close.
Up Against Hell, we apologize. We were not familiar with your game. You were not a squash team. You had us fooled with that hard point.
We got the bomb.
Now 7KXN with the responsibility to put down that bomb, carries it for his team. They rush the A site. Might be a bit reckless. This is Daniela who takes the first. Hazy will claim the second. It's Trey who falls. No trades as of yet. Hazy claims the second with Finn Mary. 7KXN will trade in, but those UAH players just fell like toy soldiers. 6-5. ECL.
6-5.
Yeah.
6-5. I thought they were gonna go ahead and just close it right there so we could get a drink of water, but the Eclipse side says no, you're not gonna drink water yet. It's still 5-5, and they just started the round that seemed to this is the round that should close it for the UAH side.
Not if
two
ECL
players already down on both sides, one player each down on both sides.
Yeah, that is not even ECL have anything to say about it. Sure, the perfect ending would have UAH Up Against Hell taking this round and the series, but Eclipse do have something to say. It's Coco will take 2 for the price of 1. Hazy drops Nuzi, and 7KXN left against a 1v3, and the tables turn. And again, there we go.
Down.
Lost that round, but it's
Wish
not over
granted.
yet.
We're leveled again, chat. We're leveled. We're leveled again. Well, but then this is it. It's now or never. It's now or never. It's now or never. It will be a sad one for the
Bomb
UAH
spotted.
team. They've
Bomb
worked
acquired.
really hard to get here. It will be nice to see them go ahead, of course, and claim that lead.
Actually, the target is 8 rounds. I'm seeing the target is 8 rounds. I don't know how that was set, but hey, we might have still a 7-7 on our hands. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. I see 7KXN prone with that Tundra. Just gonna wait for him to see if he's gonna catch anyone. One moment. 7KXN still just gonna stay on his perspective for a second. Gonna try and go for a wall bang. Ambitious on his end. The first one slides through and misses. It's Danielo who... Wow. Counter snipe from Coco will catch 7KXN. Danielo comes through full force at the A site. He has plenty of backups, and somehow ECL have only lost one man, while up against Hell lost two. Finn Mary will, of course, trade in with Hazy.
The bomb has been
Trade tosses a nade at the A site to try and prevent planting, but it's already down. 40 seconds to take action. Finn Mary adds Coco 115 to the tally. Nuzi will try and meet up with his team for the flank. He sees Danielo. Danielo was wise to his act. Eclipse trying to take the lead with 20 seconds left and protect that bomb site.
Sniper down.
That's all she wrote.
Lost that round, but it's not
6-7.
over yet. Ready
Ooh.
up.
6-7. Overtime. 6-7.
Oh,
6-7. Seems like we're gonna see a 7-7.
We got the bomb.
that is if Eclipse let them. That depends on the results. Trey is carrying the bumper up against Hell. They choose to go at the A site again. Smoke is down. Surely up against Hell. No, they're being waited for. Nuzi falls first. Not falls, but rather slides down first. And they'll drop Hazy and Hate. Danielo trades in with H2. It's a 3v2. Oh my goodness, 1v2. How did the tables fall so badly?
It's not
What?
over yet. Ready up.
There you have it. There you
Yeah.
have it. 6-8. They threw that away. They threw that away. It was like really hard. How can a team go ahead, work so hard, and somehow just
I'm
that
confused.
must be tough.
I did not. Did you notice the moment where Up Against Hell got cooked? Because I didn't even see it.
It was so swift. It was so fast. It seemed like and it came on them like, no, look, we have to put you in your place, you know. And they did that like really, really, really fast.
And right
In
now,
fact, lesser than it will take you to cook your noodles.
yeah, the noodle thing. I mean, that last round, for a second, they had the lead. They had the lead in life count. They had superior numbers, and what? So they rushed at the A point. They were confident enough. They seemed confident in the gunfight, and they just
Exactly.
Nuzi led the charge, and the dominoes fell so fast. I could not tell. That is a tragic
Yes.
ending.
So someone, that's 300 from the chat saying UAH, I don't tire to the defend Duna. That's pigeon right there. Yeah,
What does that
man,
mean?
pretty much saying is tired of defending the UAH team because they're not showing forth, they're not coming through at all. So I can't speak for you guys anymore. That's pretty much what it means.
Oh my goodness. That means, hold on, remind me, UAH was above Eclipse. They were in 9th position.
Yeah.
If
So
I'm-
they're making
Yeah.
them sink even, you know, they're making them
Oh
kicking them from that position and making them sink even further down,
So
which
Eclipse,
is not
yeah.
very good.
So this victory essentially secures the series for Eclipse. Now we're just going for map wins. Now we're literally just looking for map wins. The series already is gone for Eclipse. It's gone swung the side
It's
of
gone.
Eclipse. But now we're looking at the map wins. Will they take control as well at 3-0? My goodness.
Well, it already looks like it. I say it every time, and I'm going to say it again. Uh, the control match for me is always a mirror of the ad point match. I always feel like however the teams perform in the ad point match, they're always going to bring that to bear in the
Yeah.
control match. And I don't think it's going to be any different from how they performed during the ad point mode.
Yeah, for anyone who just joined us and may not have caught the hardpoint match, that ended what? That ended let me just see if I have that result. It was 250 on
135.
135. 250 on 135. A gap of about 115, not close.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Barely any resistance there. Um, yo, and we're going straight into
Then
it.
this is raid control.
Yeah, anything
This
can
is
happen. Anything can happen. I've seen a
anything can
team
happen.
win. I've seen a team win control with four v5, and the team that was four won control. The team that had four players had one
Four
control,
players went ahead,
and
to win.
so oh my goodness, you up against hell is actually losing, and that might affect their place on the table standings. They're now fighting for
Well,
markets. Yeah,
they're just playing for honor at this point, especially in this last mode of the night. They're just playing for honor right now because they already lost the previous two matches, the previous two maps.
let's just see. Maybe the map wins might affect their standings later on against some different team, but in this series, it's the series is cooked for them. So for honor and maybe the map wins here, 28 and 28 is where we begin as a responsibility to cap the hills falls to up against hell. Up against hell, who are now currently falling behind on the series. 22 lives for them as the dominoes fall very early on round one. They haven't even capped any of the points. I see H2 going for the 8 point. Divide and conquer is where the strategy might fall if I look at my HUD. If my HUD is saying things correctly. Oh, no, they sent bodies for the A site. The hardest sites to cap. The most exposed. The A site is where they chose to prioritize the sent bodies. H2 will try and protect by the stairs. On the other side, Trey and company are capping some scrap time, locking it in, halfway taken from distance, 7KXN, shredding from that Type 19 to try and keep the Wolves at bay. Are they still in there? No, they have been cleaned out. I don't see anyone else from UAH at the site. I see Finn Mary somewhere close at the swimming pool area, but Hate has just dropped him. The life count still, take a look at that life. Keep your eye on the life count. 19
Yeah, post 1912. 1912, and the UH side have been torn apart. They have been torn apart. I think that the objective for them is pretty much to go ahead and cap, those flags. They're trying to cap that B flag, and it is not a very good place to be for them at all because those spawn supplies are just cutting them off. That's Coco right there with the Type 19. Goes ahead, gets one kill. A bit of contest back there in the point. It gets shut down by 17 of UAH. Seems UAH has control right now. But then, in terms of life counts, you have 10-7 in favor of the Eclipse side.
Oh, what's all this then? They managed to do it.
That round, but it's not over yet. Ready
They
up.
took round one. Yeah, they did it. They managed to do it. They took round one. Now the roles reversed. It falls to Eclipse Gaming to cap the points. Where will they go? Priorities. Looking at the HUD there, the mini map there sees the blue bodies sent towards the B side. I see a bit of confusion in the mid section, but they're going to try and hold the UAH players and try and keep them from heading towards the B side. Hate and company, Hate and Hazy are responsible for that, and they do that successfully, taking down H2 and Finn Mary in one foul swoop. So far, the B site is halfway taken and on its way to being fully capped, with plenty of lives to play with. 28 on 25.
Be advised. Hostile
Predator missiles, that streak coming in.
28, 25, 27, 25. It's still counting, still going down. The strategy for the Eclipse side is it looks like take down as many men as possible. forget about the objective. I don't know how what's going down in the communication channel right there, but it seems like it's more like take down as many men as you want, because they have a lot of resources in terms of life count right there. 24 4-man lead right there. It's still very early, but then they're edging on.
Ryan, you see the way Eclipse Gaming started. They started off with a B point. That's how most teams do it. They just send fully at the B point because for some reason it's easier to cap. You get bogged so hard with trying to cap A, and Hate with a nice Sparrow 3 cap there. Oh my goodness, cleaned house to try and find their way in. And this is Trey with a USS double shred. But still, they haven't even gotten a nice foothold of the A point. This is why A is always the hardest, and it left me wondering why UAH chose to take it first. But somehow they did it successfully, so I can't knock them for that. They somehow did it, and so far they seem to be holding the A side successfully, but their life count is wanting. 16 on 8, 15 on 7. Sure, they're holding the clock, but their lives are wanting. Will it be enough to try and buy time with the clock? 4 lives.
It doesn't seem likely.
No. It will take a miracle, literally, because now 12 lives to play with, it's just now down to Finn Mary to frustrate and hold the clock, and it's not going to happen. 1-1.
Not gonna happen, not today. 1-1 it is, and the field of play is level again. We're level at 1-1. Eclipse Gaming, UAH, control back here, raid.
Oh man.
Anyways, where is that's 17 right there going ahead. Try to cut the spawn supply to point A. It seems they already understand. 17 holding that midsection, holding it really strongly.
28 on 26.
That's one player down right there. Of course, it gets shot down as well. 28-25. Earlier on right now, the UAH side are already getting torn apart. 17 still standing. The man goes down as well. The Eclipse side seems to have control of objective B. They don't seem to be capping it anyways, but they just are swarming around that objective. They're not in that position to sort of go ahead and get the capture that is necessary to close that objective. 26-18 it is, and the Eclipse side seems to be clearing house at this point.
I'm wondering how confident you have to be playing this mode with a Tundra, because UAH Trey was holding a Tundra, literally. At some point he was holding a Tundra. And right now the B point has not even been capped, the A point has not been capped. A far cry from their showing when we started the game, and they tried to go at the A site and successfully capped it and added the B site to their tally. Right now, they have not even set a pinky toe in any of them. Trey will try and stop the clock with the B side. Leading the charge to stop him is Hate. He does not see who's on the other end. Who will it be? But Yuki does. Yuki does. It's 7KXN who gets dropped. 7KXN drops Danielo in return. Will they stop the clock? They have someone at the A side. Who is it at A? It's Finn Mary at A stopping the clock. Hazy will come through to try, but access denied. And Hate will come through with Danielo to clean house. And that is done for round 3.
Anyways, it seems to be a very close and tight-fisted contest so far. Maybe we're going to go ahead and see a 2-2. We're going to go ahead and see a response from the UAH team. They've not played badly. You have to hand it to them. They've not played badly so far, but somehow the scale just doesn't tilt in their favor. Doesn't tilt in their favor at all. That's Popo right there knocking down one of the players. They seem to have control of objective B. 27-28 Eclipse cleaning house. I think the spawn traps already in place. They have control. UAH struggling to try to get into position, trying to pick that point and get in, but it's not happening. 22-25 seem to be the life count right now. It's tilted the way of UAH for a bit. Will they be able to stay that way?
Right now, the life count, like you said, it's tilting the way of UAH right now. they are responsible for fending off the onslaught of ECL players. Right now, ECL are playing a double play. Danielo is at the A site against Trey and wins the gunfight, but 7KXN comes through to spoil the party. At the A site, which is already quarter weight taken. B site, already quarter weight taken. It was a multi-bet that did not pay off, but it did well to stop the clock. At least one of them could. They decide to prioritize A. Blue bodies, Danielo and company return to the A site. They have plenty of backup as the yellow calls for UAH realize, oh crap, we're at A. We need to head to A. They're not coming for B right now. It was a distraction. H2 takes 2 for the price of 1. Anyone with streaks, I don't see them falling because that exposed hill will be where to drop them right now. But they're well on their way to capping it and extend their time. They extend the lifeline by at least 1 minute and 30 seconds. They will do just that. They have 1 minute and 40 seconds now to play with and cap the B site. Already quarter way taken. 9 lives for ECL to close this. The advantage in life count falls to up against hell. Believe it or not, you're not seeing it wrong. 6 on 13. They have the upper hand. And they keep shredding. 5 on 13. As now, they cannot actually respawn any longer. No lives to share. It's everyone for themselves, hard S&D style. 5 against 10. Hazy, brick by brick. We'll see Finn, Mary, Yuki. Might see H2 far off. This is not going to boil down to the B side. Nades tossed. Coco 115. Hazy drops Finn, Mary. Hate now will no longer respawn. Can do nothing but observe. Danielo drops H2. Hazy about to meet Finn, Mary. Who's this who's taking the risk to go for the B side? It's Yuki plays as Coco falls. 2v6. Risky move here to try and win the game, but it's not going to happen as they hand that round to up against hell.
2-2. At this point, I think I've got the gut feeling that UAH can will just go ahead and win it.
Really?
The gut feeling they could just go ahead. It's quite bold, but I think they could just go ahead, and win it. The team are very hungry at this point, trying not to lose out, hold the maps tonight. They've lost standoff, they lost Tunisia. Would they be able to go ahead and lose this as well? No, they don't want that to happen, and it's a struggle back here.
Let's just see how much they wanted. 26 on 26 is where the life counts are. The trades are even. 7KXN is holding an annihilator, but it's completely gone already. Type 19 at the B point. The responsibility of capping the points falls to up against hell, and they've done just that. An extension of the life count. Oh my goodness, he wasted his predator missile right now. The responsibility that could have come in handy when capping the A point. That would have really come in handy. Yuki plays defending at A as H2 is about to come by the window. H2 coming by the window, waiting for Trey to come in as backup. He does drop Hazy. He sees Hate, drops him as well. Danielo will drop 17 elsewhere, but H2 has been dropped now. They're unable to get a foothold on the A point. Onaga, do you still have that prediction of them winning this one? Are you still going to keep it?
Well, I am still going to be bold enough to stand by my word because that's what a man should do. It's not looking very rosy for them, but then the lead in terms of life count is not very massive as well. Just 1 man down. 14-15 is in terms of life count, and Yuki plays right there. Very aggressive player, doing what he knows how to do best as usual. Knocks 2 players down, and the reload comes in pretty fast. The man is taking it out right there. 13-13 is in terms of life count, and that's a 17 by the corner right there. He's not able to get enough damage to knock the player down.
Oh my goodness, 10 on 11. This is 7KXN trying to keep find his way into the A point, but shredded by Hazy. Eclipse, full send to not give them an inch. Their message to up against hell is you deserve nothing. They want a 3-0 in the series. They will not surrender control to up against hell. 8 on 5. is where we stand in the life count, as Up Against Hell have not managed to even set a foothold on the A point. It will boil down to the gunfights, 3 versus 6.
Running
If
out of lives.
the life count won't kill Up Against Hell, it surely will be the clock with 7 seconds. Somebody stop that clock! It is H2 with nothing left. This is GG's as the series goes 3-0 to Eclipse Gaming.
Get ready for the
Eclipse
next round.
Gaming 3 nil. They've shown capacity. They've shown that they are actually the team to beat tonight. I wonder why they were down. I wonder why they were down there on the table with UAH up on top. I don't know what happened right there, but they've sort of gone ahead to prove themselves tonight, and you have to give it up for them. GG's.
Clearly, Eclipse Gaming tonight wanted it more. They may be on the table around the. I could feel they were around the same, wavelength. Both teams, they were
Yeah,
same level, but clearly tonight Eclipse wanted it more. It's that simple. Eclipse wanted it more because I can't completely knock out Up Against Hell. I can't knock them down because they had moments of brilliance on S&D. We saw that as dismal as their hard point was, they had moments of life and
yeah. They
yeah.
Of course, they seem to have that advantage. At this point, I'm beginning to think, no, not to sound superstitious, but I'm thinking maybe Up Against Hell should be changed to something like Destroying Hell, so that maybe that should go ahead and give them, that advantage. Because saying Up Against Hell, every time it seems like they have the world. Yeah, they have the whole world against them, and when you have the whole world against you, you need a miracle to sort of go ahead and win. So maybe Up Against L can just go and change to Destroying Hell or something like, or Demolishing Hell or Annihilating Hell, something that's a bit more powerful.
Onaga, what you're saying is they basically manifested their own losses. They in their own
I,
they manifested their own losses.
I can't help but think, you know.
Either way, right now we just have the end of the story is that it's a 3-0 clean sweep, a clean sweep for Eclipse Gaming tonight. So we started off with Legion versus Aggressive Ops, and surprise, surprise, 3-0. Then
Neil.
we went to Deathly Crows versus NATO Gaming, 3-0 in favor of NATO. Legion won against Aggressive Ops. NATO won 3-0 against Deathly Crows. And now we have 3-0 in favor of Eclipse Gaming,
Eclipse Gaming.
who just beat out Up Against Hell.
It's a
Just
night of 3-0s.
director, please switch over to the table for a second because I want everyone to see where every team is affected tonight. Right now, again, we started off with Legion versus Aggressive Ops. Where's Legion on the table right now? Legion is in 8th place. Aggressive Ops, no, Aggressive Ops are dead last in 12th. Oh my goodness, that keeps them in 12th. Clearly, that keeps them in 12th. Well, then the next one was NATO, who are currently in 5th place. Surprise, surprise. In 5th place versus Deathly Crows in 7th. Deathly, a bit of an advantage there for themselves, depending on how Nonagons performed in their last fixtures. We'll get this updated table at least by tomorrow. But this is where everyone is who, get a picture of where everyone who played tonight is.
Everybody is.
Yeah, and then we just saw the people who just played right now, Onaga. Where are they? 8th and 9th. And UAH just beat out, no, Eclipse rather just beat out UAH.
UAH.
Eclipse is 10th, yeah. Eclipse is in 10th. Up Against Hell are in 9th. What does that mean? Eclipse clearly about to get.
Seems like they're going to be moving up.
Yeah, they're going to bring above UAH later on.
UAH. Mm-hmm.
So dire position for Up Against Hell, clearly. The relegation battle, shining more for others. Eclipse will now have to build on this momentum tonight. Either way, that brings to an end tonight's activities. It was lovely, at least meeting you for the first time, Onaga. That was the first.
Thank you so much, Abu Dhabi. Thank you for the experience. It was very, very. It was a good one for me. Good first time, a remarkable first time. I think I'll never. It's gonna be in my story, like the first time that that type of thing.
Well,
Thank
we
you
have
so much,
we
Abu
have
Dhabi.
plenty of game weeks to go. We have so
Of
many game
course,
weeks. So
of course.
clearly, it's not going to be the last one. Thank you for everyone in chat. Remember, subscribe to the channel, man. Guys, subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Don't be mean with a thumbs up. Get the channel over to 1,000. Just push them over the edge to 1,000, guys. Road to 1,000 as well. This has been your African Champions League match week 3, day 2. We'll see you tomorrow and the days after for more Call of Duty mobile action. Cheers.
We going all out. We cannot back down. We cannot back down. We going all out. We going all out. We cannot back down. That's what it's at now. Run it back. Run it back. That's what it's at now. Run it back. Run it back. That's what it's at now. Run it back. Run it back. That's what it's at now. Run it back. Run it back. That's what it's at now.
We going all out. Stand up, never fall down. Hey, let's run it back now. This is our home, this is our town. Got the whole team, it's a stack now. And they all wolves, it's a pack now. Call me Undertaker, this a smackdown. I'm a new king, it's a black crown. Hey, hey, back, run it, yo. Click, bang, gun it, yo. To the top, summit, yo. They do not want it, yo. Tryna catch me, I just tell them keep praying. Tryna be done, but they won't quit playing. Beat them again, but they won't quit saying. Run it back, run it back, run it back, yo. Wait, run it back, run it back, yo. Run it back, yo.
Hey, who that said we can't be the best or be the best? Stop playing. Ball out till we fall out. Can't back down. We going all out. We going all out. We going all out. We cannot back down. We cannot back down. We going all out. We going all out. We cannot back down. Let's run it back now. We going all out. We going all out. We cannot back down. We cannot back down. We going all out. We going all out. We cannot back down. Let's run it back now. Run it back. Run it back. Let's run it back now. Run it back. Run it back. Let's run it back now. Run it back. Run it back. Let's run it back now. Run it back. Run it back. Let's run it back now. We going all out. We going all out. We cannot back down. We cannot back down. We going all out. We going all out. We cannot back down. Let's run it back now.
Pick up where I left off, it ain't over. Whole squad on the gravel, all I know, I'm a soldier, stand up. Add attention, shake it off. Tell us swift, forget the trip. Back the mission, no surrender, just commitment. I see visions, eyes closed, shut, heart monitor going crazy. Met his panicking. Woke up from the stretcher in the res, removing the bandages. Hopes up, I'ma catch whoever made me suffer these damages. Power level breaking screens, they like, way, look at them scampering. Rejuvenated, repoint, I'm bad.